Hey there, friend, have you ever paused, just for a moment, amidst the hustle and bustle of life, to truly consider what happiness means to you? I'm not talking about those fleeting sparks of joy, like a good cup of coffee in the morning or a compliment on a new outfit, but that deep, abiding sense of contentment and fulfillment that settles into your bones. It's a question that has been gently nudging at my thoughts lately, especially as I've had the incredible privilege of connecting with so many remarkable seniors who radiate a very special kind of happiness, a joy that seems to blossom even more brightly after they've celebrated their 70th birthdays. You know, in my conversations with people in their 70s, 80s, and even beyond, a beautiful truth has emerged. Happiness at this stage of life isn't simply about comfortable routines or financial security. It's about something much richer and more profound, a deep-seated sense of purpose that continues to guide you, genuine connections that warm your heart, and yes, even a profound sense of joy that can coexist peacefully alongside life's inevitable challenges. That's precisely what we're going to explore together today, how each of us can unlock that lasting happiness after 70, drawing wisdom and inspiration from someone who has not only walked this path, but has discovered true, unwavering joy along the way. In this video, we'll gently unpack some of the most insightful keys and practical strategies that have empowered seniors, just like you, to uncover a brand new level of happiness in their golden years. We're going to listen to the heartfelt story of someone who has personally navigated this journey and found a way to not just exist, but truly flourish. So, if you're feeling ready to gently unlock a new chapter filled with joy, purpose, and deep fulfillment, then let's take this journey together and get started right now. Let's begin by weaving into a story that resonates with the universal human experience, a story of someone who, much like many of us, has faced the inevitable tides of aging, but discovered a powerful way to transform those very challenges into stepping stones towards enduring happiness. Let me introduce you to Sarah, a truly vibrant 75-year-old woman who calls the breathtaking landscapes of Colorado home. Several years ago, Sarah experienced the profound loss of her beloved husband to illness. As you can imagine, like many who experience such a deep personal loss, she found herself navigating the often uncharted waters of loneliness and a heavy sense of purposelessness. The vibrant tapestry of her life felt muted, the colors dimmed, but instead of allowing these heavy feelings to define the landscape of her later years, Sarah demonstrated incredible resilience and inner strength. She made a conscious decision to embrace her new reality head-on with courage and grace. She began a journey of quiet introspection, reflecting deeply on the moments and activities that had consistently sparked genuine joy within her life, even before the recent sadness. She realized with a gentle clarity that at her core, she had always been deeply fulfilled by helping others, by contributing positively to her community, by making a tangible difference, however small, in the lives around her. Driven by this rediscovered inner compass, Sarah took a courageous leap of faith and decided to volunteer at a local animal shelter. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, perhaps with a touch of skepticism, how exactly can spending time with animals, however lovely they are, truly bring lasting happiness? Well, for Sarah, it wasn't just about the animals themselves, although their unconditional love was certainly a powerful balm. It was about the profound human connections she forged within the shelter environment. She bonded deeply with fellow volunteers, individuals who shared her compassionate heart and dedication to animal welfare. She also connected with the diverse array of people who walked through the shelter doors, those looking to adopt, those dropping off donations, those simply seeking a moment of comfort in the presence of animals. She discovered a renewed sense of purpose in nurturing these vulnerable creatures, providing them with care and comfort, and witnessing firsthand the immense joy when they finally found their forever, loving homes. Each adoption became a small victory, a tangible representation of her positive impact. But here's where Sarah's story truly takes on an almost magical quality. She didn't simply stop at volunteering at the shelter. Her compassionate heart and her blossoming joy led her to realize that her deep love for animals could extend far beyond the shelter walls, reaching into even more lives. She conceived and launched a small, heartwarming pet therapy program. She carefully trained her own adopted dog, a gentle golden retriever named Sunny, and began bringing him to visit residents in local nursing homes and assisted living facilities. The transformations she witnessed were nothing short of miraculous. The faces of the seniors she visited, often etched with loneliness or pain, would light up with pure, unadulterated joy the moment Sunny bounded into the room, tail wagging furiously. The smiles, the gentle laughter, the soft strokes of Sunny's fur, it was all profoundly contagious. In giving so freely of her time and compassion, Sarah discovered that she was, in fact, receiving back an even more profound and lasting sense of happiness and deep fulfillment. The invaluable lesson woven into Sarah's beautiful story is both simple and profoundly transformative. Happiness after 70 is absolutely not about dwelling on what you may have lost or what has changed with age. Instead, it's about focusing your energy and your heart on what you still have to offer, on what you can still generously give to the world around you. It's about actively seeking out ways to utilize your rich life experience, your innate compassion, and your own unique talents and passions to make a positive, meaningful impact on the lives of others and on the world around you, in whatever way feels authentic and fulfilling to you. And in wholeheartedly embracing this spirit of giving and contribution, you will often find that lasting happiness has a remarkable way of gently finding its way back to you, enriching your life in countless unexpected ways. Now, let's gently shift our focus and talk about another incredibly vital aspect of cultivating happiness, particularly as we journey through our later years, that is, actively maintaining a deep and meaningful sense of connection. It's a very common human experience to feel a sense of increasing isolation as we age, especially if our established social circles begin to naturally shrink due to various life changes. Loved ones may move away, friends may sadly pass on, and it can sometimes feel as though the threads of our social fabric are loosening. But here's a truly empowering truth to embrace. Connection doesn't have to be rigidly confined to the individuals we've known throughout our entire lives. The landscape of human connection is vast and ever evolving. Let's revisit Sarah's inspiring story for a moment. As she wholeheartedly immersed herself in her volunteer work at the animal shelter and passionately developed her pet therapy program, she gradually realized that she was organically building a vibrant, entirely new community around herself, a community comprised of like-minded individuals who deeply resonated with her passion for helping others and for animal welfare. These newly formed connections weren't simply about filling empty hours in the day or finding casual acquaintances. They were about something far more meaningful, genuinely sharing rich experiences, exchanging heartfelt laughter, offering mutual support during challenging times, and even shedding tears of empathy and understanding together. So, how can you practically apply this empowering insight to your own life starting today? Well, it often begins with taking that initial, sometimes slightly daunting, step just outside your familiar comfort zone. Perhaps it could involve tentatively joining a local club or social group that genuinely aligns with your long-held interests, or perhaps sparks a new curiosity within you. Maybe it's exploring volunteer opportunities at an organization or cause that truly speaks to your heart and values. Or perhaps, in its simplest form, it's consciously making an effort to initiate a friendly conversation with someone new you encounter in your daily routines at the local grocery store, in a park, at a community event. The fundamental key here is to cultivate an open heart and mind, to be genuinely receptive to forging new connections, and to wholeheartedly embrace the beautiful idea that lasting happiness and enriching relationships can often blossom from the most unexpected places and with the most surprising individuals. And always remember this deeply comforting truth: It is truly never, ever too late to cultivate new friendships, to actively create a profound sense of belonging and vibrant community around yourself, a community that can deeply enrich your life in ways you may not have even imagined possible. As we continue this deeply personal and transformative journey together, moving purposefully towards unlocking lasting happiness after 70, let's carry Sarah's inspiring story gently in our minds and hearts. Let us remember the profound wisdom it imparts, that lasting happiness is not a fixed destination to be reached at some point in the future, but rather a continuous, unfolding journey, one that is immeasurably enriched by the authentic connections we nurture, the meaningful sense of purpose we actively cultivate, and the genuine joy we intentionally bring into the lives of others and, consequently, into our own lives. Now, let's delve even deeper into the next crucial aspect of discovering true and lasting joy in our later years. We will explore how wholeheartedly embracing new experiences, even those that initially feel challenging, can actually unlock a newfound sense of vitality, growth, and profound fulfillment. So, please stay with me as we continue this important conversation about unlocking lasting happiness after 70. Let's now turn our attention to the inspiring story of James, a 72-year-old former engineer hailing from sunny California. James had dedicated his entire professional career to the intricate world of engineering, skillfully solving complex problems and designing innovative solutions. When retirement finally arrived, a milestone many eagerly anticipate, James found himself unexpectedly adrift, grappling with a sense of void and searching for a new, compelling purpose to fill his days and energize his mind. Many people might naturally assume that after a lifetime of dedicated work and professional achievements, the most logical and desirable next chapter is to simply relax, unwind, and leisurely enjoy the well-earned fruits of one's labor. But James held a different, more dynamic perspective. He firmly believed that retirement was not an ending, a cessation of meaningful activity, but rather a vibrant, brand new beginning, a unique and valuable opportunity to consciously and creatively apply his accumulated skills, knowledge, and experience in entirely new and personally fulfilling ways. So, James took an unexpected and inspiring leap. He decided to volunteer his time and expertise at a local high school, offering to teach engaging classes to eager students about the fascinating principles of engineering and the invaluable art of effective problem solving. At first glance, it might appear as though James was simply exchanging one type of job for another, merely shifting his professional energy from a corporate setting to an educational one. However, for James, this transition was about something far deeper and more personally significant than simply imparting technical knowledge. It was profoundly about actively connecting with a younger generation, gaining fresh perspectives by seeing the world through their bright, inquisitive eyes, and rediscovering the inherent joy of continuous learning, personal growth, and meaningful contribution, even in this new phase of life. James's insightful story beautifully illustrates a crucial point about purpose after 70. It's rarely about completely discarding your past and starting entirely from scratch in a radically new direction. Instead, it's often about thoughtfully and creatively leveraging the rich tapestry of skills, experiences, and passions you have diligently accumulated over a lifetime, and intelligently finding fresh, innovative avenues to effectively apply them in ways that continue to feel both meaningful and personally rewarding. It's about consciously recognizing and deeply valuing that you still possess a wealth of knowledge, wisdom, and capabilities that are incredibly valuable to contribute not just to your own personal enrichment, but also to the betterment of your community and the lives of those around you. So, how can you proactively find your own unique sense of purpose in retirement, a purpose that resonates deeply with your values and passions? A wonderful starting point is to take some quiet time for thoughtful reflection, carefully examining your past experiences, both professional and personal, and thoughtfully considering the skills you've naturally developed and honed over the years. What activities have consistently brought you genuine enjoyment and a sense of flow? What are you naturally good at, the things that seem to come relatively easily and naturally to you? Once you've identified these core areas, begin to brainstorm how those skills and passions could be thoughtfully and creatively channeled to meaningfully help others in some capacity. Maybe, like James, you possess a natural gift for teaching or mentoring and could find fulfillment in guiding younger individuals. Or perhaps you're a former accountant who could generously offer your financial expertise to assist a local non-profit organization in managing their resources effectively. The fundamental key is to actively seek out opportunities that not only effectively utilize your existing skills and knowledge, but also genuinely ignite your inner passions and bring you a sense of deep personal satisfaction and purpose. Now, let's transition to another wonderfully unconventional strategy for actively cultivating happiness and meaningful connection in your later years, one that comes directly from the inspiring life of Margaret, a vibrant 76-year-old residing in the bustling state of New York. Margaret's story is a powerful testament to the transformative power of wholeheartedly embracing change and courageously stepping outside the confines of your established comfort zone. Margaret had always been, by her own admission, a creature of habit. She had lovingly lived in the same cozy house, nestled in the same familiar neighborhood, for over 5 remarkable decades. Her life was comfortable, predictable, and safe, but as she gracefully approached her late 70s, a subtle yet persistent feeling began to stir within her, a sense that life, in its vibrant fullness, was somehow gently passing her by. She gradually realized, with a growing sense of awareness, that she had perhaps become too comfortable, that this very comfort, while initially appealing, was inadvertently holding her back from experiencing the richness of new adventures and the joy of unexpected discoveries. Driven by this burgeoning realization and an innate desire for more, Margaret made a truly bold and life-altering decision. She bravely sold her beloved house, the home that held so many cherished memories, and wholeheartedly embarked on an adventurous journey across the vast expanse of the country in a recreational vehicle, an RV. It was, without a doubt, a completely novel and somewhat daunting experience for her. And yes, it was undeniably a little scary at first to venture so far outside her well-established routines. But as she courageously traveled, mile after mile, through breathtaking landscapes and charming small towns, she gradually discovered a whole new world of exhilarating experiences and deeply enriching human connections that she had never imagined possible within the confines of her previous, more predictable life. She spontaneously met fellow travelers from all walks of life, shared captivating stories and hearty laughter around crackling campfires under starry skies, and witnessed breathtaking parts of the country she had only previously dreamed of visiting. What Margaret profoundly learned through this transformative journey is that lasting happiness often resides just beyond the perceived boundaries of our comfort zones. It's about cultivating a willingness to wholeheartedly embrace change, to bravely take calculated risks, and to enthusiastically try completely new things, even if they initially feel a bit intimidating. For you, embracing change might not necessarily mean selling your home and hitting the open road in an RV. It could be something as wonderfully simple as deciding to explore a new hobby that has always intrigued you, finally visiting that charming local place in your community you've always been curious about, or even just intentionally altering your daily routine in small yet meaningful ways to introduce more novelty and excitement. The overarching point here is to consciously commit to continually challenging yourself, to actively seek out opportunities for personal growth, and to maintain a lifelong learner's mindset, because when you proactively do this, you organically open yourself up to a vast landscape of new possibilities for lasting happiness, meaningful connection, and unexpected joy. You might be genuinely surprised to discover that the very things you've been feeling subtly missing in your life have actually been patiently waiting for you just beyond the self-imposed boundaries of your comfort zone, ready to be embraced and to enrich your life in profound ways. And now, let's gracefully move on to our third powerful strategy for unlocking lasting happiness after 70, a strategy that comes to us through the inspiring story of Robert, an energetic 80-year-old gentleman from the heart of Texas. Robert's life journey beautifully underscores the paramount importance of actively staying mentally active and continuously engaged, particularly as we navigate our later years. After retiring from his demanding and intellectually stimulating career as a lawyer, Robert found himself unexpectedly struggling with a profound sense of purposelessness. He deeply missed the daily mental stimulation that his legal work had consistently provided, and he began to worry, with a growing concern, that his sharp mind might gradually start to stagnate and lose its edge without consistent intellectual challenges. But instead of passively resigning himself to a life of relative inactivity and mental quietude, Robert made a conscious and proactive decision to take matters firmly into his own hands, determined to maintain his cognitive vitality and find new avenues for mental engagement. He thoughtfully started by enthusiastically joining a local chess club. Chess had always been a quiet passion of his, a game he deeply enjoyed, but he had simply never had the dedicated time to seriously pursue it amidst the demands of his busy legal career. Now, in retirement, he found himself delightfully immersed in a captivating world of intricate strategy, complex problem-solving, and stimulating intellectual competition. He also proactively began taking online courses on a diverse range of subjects that genuinely sparked his intellectual curiosity, spanning from fascinating historical periods to classic literature and cutting-edge scientific discoveries. What Robert profoundly discovered through this proactive approach is that actively keeping your mind consistently active and deeply engaged is absolutely crucial for maintaining lasting happiness and a vibrant sense of well-being in your later years. It's not solely about diligently preventing cognitive decline or warding off memory issues. It's about so much more than that. It's about wholeheartedly embracing the lifelong journey of continuous learning, personal growth, and consistently challenging yourself intellectually, regardless of your age, and the truly wonderful part. There is absolutely no age limit on learning, on expanding your knowledge, or on mastering new skills. Whether you are gracefully celebrating your 70th birthday or joyfully reaching your